Louisiana is actually the largest producer of blue crabs in the entire country. We usually land about 40 million pounds of blue crab. And last year it was valued at about $48 million. So we actually have two blue crabs here. The males will have these bright blue claws, whereas the females have the bright red claws. So we always tell the kids they painted their fingernails. If you get close enough, you can also check their abdomen. Whereas the males have this spike, and the females have more of a dome. This immature female is still a little bit more triangular, but a full mature female will be a completely rounded dome. And this is what they actually just stopped in the commercial fishery, is that any immature females, regardless of age, now have to be thrown back. So females, or any crab in Louisiana, will take about a year to a year and a half from when they hatch to when they actually are ready to be commercial size and harvested. So these guys can live up to 3 years, but with commercial harvest and just all of the other predators in Louisiana, they probably will only last a year or two. That's actually, their name is Calanectes sapidus, which means the beautiful, tasty swimmer. It's a swimming blue crab, and if you see blue crab on the menu, it could be our blue crab, or it could also be another species. But here in Louisiana, and pretty much across the country, if it's a domestic blue crab, it's gonna be these guys right here. And these guys will molt, so it will molt about 20 times. So in order to get larger, they have to molt, which means they actually back out of their shell and grow a new shell underneath. That's how we also get soft shell crabs. These guys are really dependent on temperature and salinity. So a female blue crab, as she's immature, we have these two guys that came out of Lake Pontchartrain where it's pretty fresh. So after they mate, the female will actually migrate down to the saltier water because she has to hatch out her eggs in pretty salty water. They will actually go through several stages out in the open water where they want as salty and as warm as possible. Then throughout the summer, they slowly start moving back in as little megalobi, which really look like a little space alien. From there, they actually then molt into what we think of the little crabs, but they would easily fit on my thumbnail. They're very small. From there, they just live in our estuaries and slowly grow up. And once they're about 2 inches big, you can actually have crabs in completely fresh water. But when they're smaller than that, they need at least some salt water to be able to grow. With about 40 million pounds of blue crab harvested, while we ship them all over the country, we also have a lot here to eat. So whether you like them boiled, or as a soft shell, or as your favorite crab cake, there's plenty to eat.
Today we're going to make an easy crab dip that you can enjoy blue crab with your friends and family for the next football game or family gathering. For crab meat, what we're going to do before we get any of our ingredients mixed is we want to pick through the crab meat, making sure that we remove any shells. Ever so gently, using your fingers and making sure that you pick out any shells that you may see or feel. Now, this is blue crab meat found in the grocery store. You want to make sure when purchasing blue crab meat that it is a Louisiana product, and you look for the country origin of labeling indicating that it is from Louisiana. To assemble our dish, we have our 8 ounces of processed cheese. We have 1 tablespoon of Cajun seasoning. Here's our can of golden mushroom soup, 10.75 ounces. We're going to take all of our ingredients, we're going to mix them in a microwave-safe mixing bowl. And we're going to put it in the microwave to cook for about 3 minutes. Okay, the first 3 minutes has passed. We're going to mix our bowl of crab, soup, cheese, and seasoning up. So in the microwave this goes for another 3 minutes. It is nice and smooth and all melted. We're going to serve this up, first mixing it up, and we're going to serve it in a little bowl with some toasted bread rounds. And there you have it. Easy crab dip served with bread rounds, a great way to enjoy Louisiana blue crab with your friends and family at your next gathering.